Hi, and welcome to another in our series of helpful short videos on how the FedBiz365 Market Intelligence Database makes government contracting and your life simpler. I'm Frank Krebs, Senior Contracting Specialist at FedBiz Access, and today I will demonstrate how to use the Partner Finder feature within FedBiz365. Now, first, Partner Finder is only listed under federal opportunities within FedBiz 365. However, it can certainly be used to find teaming partners, subcontractors, or prime vendors for state and local opportunities as well. The reason it's under federal, however, the majority of the information contained within Partner Finder originates from SAM.gov, which is a federal tool. So we're going to click on Partner Finder. And when we do, we're going to click on Contracts. Once there, we find Add Filters. Now, as is the case in all searches within FedBiz 365, you will use the Add Filters button to refine your search. So today, I'm a construction company. My business is located in northern Florida, and I want to bid on a contract in Georgia. But I do not specialize in roofing, and the job requires some specialty roofing work. So I need a partner. I need a subcontractor that I can find that will help me with this contract. How do I do that? I'm going to come down. I could use keywords. I could potentially use NAICS codes. I might want to use place of performance. And I can use headquarters. Now, I could search for other features as well. I can look at various set-asides. I can look at anybody who's won contracts with a particular agency, for example. But for what I'm doing, these will work just fine. And in fact, as I think about it, I'm going to use the NAICS code for roofing contractors. That's one of the codes within the federal system that is actually very accurate and doesn't provide a lot of ancillary features. It's contractors that perform roofing services, and that's what I'm looking for. Now, do I want the place of performance to be Georgia? In other words, contractors who have worked in Georgia before, or do I want them to be headquartered in Georgia? For this, since I'm in Florida, I really want somebody who's headquartered in Georgia. The government might have additional information on them or might value that as being more beneficial for my bid. So when I look at roofing contractors in Georgia, I get a group of them, okay? These are all companies who are headquartered in the state of Georgia who specialize in roofing. When I look at this, I can go through each and every one of these and find information, valuable information on these companies. I'm going to pick AVET Roofing. Now, why did I do that? I believe from their title, and I see right here, they are a service-disabled veteran-owned small business and a veteran-owned small business. And if I look, they do roofing, including sheet metal fabrication, and they do new construction. Their headquarters are in Warner Robins, Georgia. This is perfect for me. This is also showing me that they've won government contracts going back 20 years. All right. But I just want to look at the most recent 5. And when I do, I see that they're winning contracts to the tune of at least $1 million a year and as much as $7-8 million a year. All right. This would be a good company, I believe, to get partnered with, to use as a subcontractor. They've got good references, good past experience, and they are a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. They also previously were an 8A company. However, they graduated out of that program. Nothing wrong with that. They spent 9 years as an 8A vendor, and they're still a valued government contractor. So if I want to reach out to them, here's who I can call. Here's their contact, their email address, and phone number. All right. I can look at contracts that this company has won. And what I see is they've won contracts with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Air Force, Georgia National Guard. So they're winning contracts. And if I look, they're roofing contracts as well. Again, roofing requirements. So what this tells me is this would be a good company for me to partner with. They're headquartered in Georgia. They have a good track record with federal contracts as well, and they can provide the roofing expertise that I would need. Now, that said, I probably want to look at some other contractors to see what they're like. Here's a company, Cherico Construction, and guess what they do? Roofing. They're also located in Warner Robins. They've won some federal contracts, not as consistently as the other one, but they've won some. All right. They're also a small business. They're Black American owned, minority owned, and woman owned. So if I want something a little different than veteran, I can do that. Either way, I've got choices. And that is what FedBiz365 does best. Provides you the information that you need to make the best possible choice. In this case, you're choosing a teaming partner or subcontractor to work with. All right. This information helpful? Yeah, it is. Easy? It's absolutely easy.